Today, I want to talk about why your mindset doesn't just matter in trials, but why it actually matters in everything that you do, regardless if you're playing PvP, PvE, something in real life. I want to address the reason why having a good mindset is going to be key to you playing and getting better as a player overall. We're going to jump around a little bit in this video. It's again not a video that's scripted. I like to think organically and just free thought about the things that I want to talk about. But I need to preface this video with a few things because I know there's keyboard warriors that are always going to be in the comments. So I know you guys aren't always going to agree with every single thing I have to say about PvP. I say these things with the intent on having the average player at the center of my attention. I want you guys to enjoy playing PvP. I want trials to be thriving, and whatever is going to bring the most amount of players into the playlist is always something that I'm a very strong advocate for. So please keep that in mind when you're thinking that all I want to do is have things easy for me, because I really want the things to be enjoyable for everybody of all skill levels. I just want people to be playing PvP. Regardless if you watch my content because you like me, hate me, or you just want to see good content, I try to center my channel around making things that you guys enjoy watching. So if you look on my YouTube channel, I have tons of videos playing against other streamers or stacked teams while doing carries and things like that. But when I actually started my channel out, I was thinking of ways that would keep you guys engaged while I played the game. I know a lot of people offer carries, and it's something that I do on the weekends. As I've kind of grown as a content creator and thinking about things that you guys would like to see, I'm trying to fill in the gaps where I think people are struggling, especially in PvP. And so that's why I've offered things like coaching services to people where I get one-on-one with you just to break down things that you're doing. Because at the end of the day, I want you guys to enjoy playing PvP, and I want you guys to succeed in the things that you do. And before we actually dig deep into why your mindset doesn't just matter in trials, I need to talk about a lot of the things surrounding Destiny in general. People are going to have a negative outlook towards Destiny because a lot of things in PvP haven't been changing, right? And so I've made a whole video on that called The State of PvP. It'll be on your screen, but you can always go look on my channel for that. And I'm not here to bash on Bungie the entire time, because I just think it's not very beneficial to be pointing out all the wrongs. But the point that I'm trying to make is a lot of people will probably watch this video. The reason that you guys will have a negative outlook on Destiny when you're playing is because you're upset with things that Bungie has done or hasn't done with PvP, and that's perfectly fine. But today's video, I want to center around why I think your mindset needs to be in a positive manner rather than looking at everything in a negative outlook. And this is something that's not just applied to Destiny, but can be applied to real life. Back when I was growing up playing Destiny, I was probably about 14 to 15 years old when Destiny 1 came out. And I really fell in love with Trials because it was a 3v3 game mode that had the adrenaline pumping every single round, and I wanted to reach the lighthouse. One of the things about being young when you play video games is you're going to get frustrated very easily. But when you lose games and you feel like you should be winning, you're probably going to get frustrated. And so this is something that happens even in Destiny 2, and it happens with a lot of people. It doesn't matter if you're 15, 30, 45, 60, everybody goes through this. But when I was young, every time I would lose a trials game when I felt like I should win, I would almost go ballistic because I was either just not mature or I thought that I should always be winning. And so this is something that a lot of people go through, and it's something that over time I've kind of just grown to become mature about and have a better outlook. I think the number one thing that holds people back from becoming a better player is your mindset. And the reason that I say that is because there is so many people who play the game that the second they lose a game, instead of thinking about the things that they could have done better as a player, they go instantly to blaming their teammates. And I know if you're playing solo queue trials, you don't always get the best teammates. And I've seen screenshots, I've seen people drop 20, still lose games. I understand that. There's going to be times where your teammates probably are the reason you lost the game, but I guarantee you majority of the time that you're playing the game, there's probably things that you can be doing better as a player to help you be in a better position to win those games. And the reason why your mindset really matters is because if you lose a game and you're carrying that tilt, I'm going to refer to basically being mad as tilt, carrying the tilt into your additional games that you play, it's going to make you play worse. One of the things that held me back as a player when I was growing up playing the game is I would always get extremely mad when I lost, and I would carry that into my next games. It would make me play worse. But as I kind of grew up, matured, and just realized, hey, there's always things that you can be doing better as a player, that's what kind of set me apart from other people. When I actually started playing the game and getting better, I saw the most growth when instead of losing, complaining about what I just lost to, or why my team didn't do this, or why the enemy team was doing that, I thought about things that I could be doing better. I know there's going to be metas in Destiny 2 that are very, very difficult to play in, and the current one being one of them. So I understand the frustration where people talk about things like ability spam, solar hunters with the new pellet hand cannon and throwing knives. There's always going to be something that's extremely tough to play against, and when you have 4, 5, 6 things that's extremely tough have to play against, it gets even worse for the mindset because it feels like there's just nothing that you can do. So I understand we're going to be through metas where sometimes there is just nothing that you can do. But the point that I'm trying to make is when you kind of take yourself out of the situation and think, okay, if I was to just do this better, even if I just watched my games back and thought, okay, maybe I shouldn't have been here, maybe I should have been somewhere with my teammate. Using this as an example, but there's always going to be times where there's things that you can do better as a player. And I know at the end of the day, it is Destiny 2. So whether you take the game super serious or not is completely up to you. You're supposed to be playing games for fun, and at the end of the day, you need to be having fun. But for the people that are banging their head against the wall and thinking, why am I not getting better as a player? Why am I constantly dying to ability spam? Why is this happening to me? You really have to understand, how are you thinking about the video game? And this doesn't just go for things like playing Control or playing Comp or playing Trials. When you're actually trying to break down why you're losing as a player, you need to understand the things that you're doing wrong. And if you have a negative mindset every single time that you do these things and you say, well, I'm just never going to get better, I'm always going to be a flat 0.5 KD, I'm always going to get sold by my teammates, I'm always going to die to this ability, you're already priming your mindset to be in a way that's not going to benefit you. And I promise you, when you have a negative mindset, especially playing the game, it's going to make you play worse. You're going to carry that tilt into more games, it's going to make you more frustrated, and you're just never going to see that improvement. I think a big part of it actually has to deal with the ego, and I know everybody has an ego to some degree, whether you show it or not, but your ego is probably something that will hold you back. Whether you think you're 10 times better than the 1.5 you just played, or you think that you're better than somebody even though they have worse stats than you, ego is something that's going to hold everyone back, because you need to at least tell yourself, hey, there is a possibility that I can lose this game. That is always going to be a possibility, right? It's Destiny 2, things are always changing, random abilities are always being thrown, but the biggest thing is that if you can't put your ego aside to get better as a player, you're never going to see the maximum potential that you have for yourself. And I think that's a big problem that a lot of Destiny 2 players have. And I know I'm not speaking for everybody. This is definitely something I have seen time and time again. When people lose, they feel like they just lost their house. And then I promise you, it's just Destiny 2. It is just a video game. I know I talked briefly about playing Destiny 1 when I was younger, but even going into Destiny 2, once I really started to understand, okay, I'm at a point where I feel like I need to get better. I need to figure out what I'm doing wrong. I need to improve. I started scrimming with a lot of my friends who weren't even that good, but I was just constantly in that mode of, okay, we're in 3v3s. I need to think about the decisions that I'm making, stuff like that. We'd lose scrim games. It doesn't matter. We're all here trying to get better, right? And so that's the point that I'm trying to make. Whether you're doing scrims or you're playing trials or you're playing comp or you're playing quick play, at the end of the day, if you want to get better, you need to actually play with the intent on getting better. Especially in today's age, I don't understand why everybody is so quick to take the short route on how to be better as a player. And I'm not talking about legitimate things. I'm talking about people hopping on devices, whether it's a Zim, a Cronus, whether you're straight up cheating. Everybody feels like they need to have a piece of the pie and they need to be that person that's just dominating in video games. And I'm not really sure why. Whereas when I was 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 growing up, even just playing Call of Duty, when I would get slammed by people in S&D lobbies or I was playing League play on Black Ops 2, I was never thinking to myself, oh, what can I do to make it so I don't have to go through this? I was always just thinking, damn, hopefully one day I can get to that point just by playing the game and improving. I don't know where the mindset shift changed. I don't know if it's because cheating on PC is so readily available and everybody can do it, or everybody thinks, well, everyone else is doing it, so why can't I just do it? The point is, you don't want to take the short route into getting better on things. You actually want to see that improvement, because are you really seeing fulfillment in being like, okay, I got 7-0 this week, but I'm on a Zim? Does that actually feel good for somebody that's actually on that device? Like, hey, I got 7-0, I went flawless this week, but I'm on a Zim. I know we're kind of shifting from the mindset to just how people think about the game and those shortcuts to take, but it's all very relevant information. The biggest thing that's going to be holding you back as a player is your mindset. And if you're constantly being negative about the things that you do in game, I promise you, you're never going to get better as a player. You're going to be hard stuck wherever you're at, and you're always going to feel this type of way when you play the game. I know when we go through different metas and when PvP is not feeling great, it kind of heightens those negative mindsets, and I understand that. It's completely valid. It's okay to have crash outs every now and again. I mean, even in these past 2 weekends, I feel like I've definitely had some pretty intense crash outs, but the point is that we're all human, right? So we're going to make mistakes. You're going to get mad, but the most important thing to think about is the game is over and done with, right? You just went through a game. Whether you you lost in some dumb way or someone made a dumb play, game is over. So by the time that you're in your next game, you need to learn to let those things go. That way you're ready to play the next game. I promise you guys, even if you don't watch any of my content, even if you don't like me as a person, I want people to enjoy playing the game. I want you to become a better PvP player as a result of having a good mindset when you play the game. It's okay to take breaks. If you're not feeling Destiny right now, you don't have to play it, right? Breaks are always a good thing. But if you get on the game and the very first game you play has already got you mad and overwhelmed, then that's probably a sign that you shouldn't be playing, right? Or if you are going to continue playing, you need to learn to let things go. And that is something that for whatever reason people in the Destiny community cannot get a hold of, is they never learn to let things go. If somebody loses to somebody they don't like, it's like their whole day is ruined. And learning to let things go is actually extremely important, because even in real life, you're gonna have good days, you're gonna have bad days, but learning to let go of the things that you cannot control is going to be extremely helpful for you. I know this video was a lot of back and forth. I probably jumped around a lot of places. Again, I'm kind of just speaking organically as the thoughts kind of flow. If you guys enjoyed this video, please let me know. I do have a Discord dedicated to you guys and to helping you on your PvP journey, so links to the Twitch and the Discord will be down in the description. Say hello, join the Discord, find new people to play with, find people that actually enjoy playing the game. I'm always here to help you guys. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to message me. I did refer to it a little bit in the beginning of the video. I do offer coaching services, so if people really want to take their gameplay to the next level and just kind of shift how you think about the game, mindset is definitely something that is covered under coaching, but there's a ton of things that you can learn by being in a one-on-one with somebody who has the hours of PvP. So whether it's game positioning, awareness, aim, whatever it may be, if you guys are interested, please shoot me a DM. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. You guys won.
I'm small numbers. I will get it.
Play for it. I have perk. I'm looking on the zone. I'm not aping. I'm just looking.
1 minute left.
I got one too tough.
Got one really weak.
In a second.
Best one
Nice,
dead.
nice. I'm wrapping here with super.
Right.
Oh, he's coming. He's middle.
Where's that res? Just stay up. Just stay up.
It's top mid, top mid.
He's trying to
Got
get the
another
res.
one.
Nice. That guy's weak on the left.
He's
He's gonna
he's
kill me
on
already.
me. He's
I'm just running,
on
dude.
my corpse.
Nice.
Nice job.